So, I suppose this can be a bit of a lighter side to my first videos where I talked a bit more seriously about what I'm trying to do and expectations and things like that. So, I just wanted to discuss a bit about family tradition. So, in my family, we never really had like a make this every weekend type of tradition, but usually like if there's family over or if there's people over, everyone would just come over and we would have a really nice dish called kotroti, which I'm not making in this video. This video I'm making green beans, but we would have this thing called kotroti that was essentially just like a fried bread, and then they would cover it in the gravy from a really nice curry, usually chicken or mutton, and then kind of fold it in, and eventually what you would get is like this thick, soupy mess of fried bread and curry, and it was so good. And that's kept me happy and fat for decades, honestly. Um, I guess a few other traditions that my family had was we would have. I think they got this from when they came from Sri Lanka, but every Christmas and New Year's we would go to a farm and buy an entire goat. And when we bought the entire goat, we would take every single part of the goat, including the blood, which my uncle used to make a curry. So we would have the curry. We would have like different cuts of meat. I even tried testicles one time. So we honestly didn't waste any part of this mammal. Um, and we would separate it, and each person would make, their own little part of the meal. And at the end, we would have a competition to see who made the best curry. And, my grandma always won. I think it's just experience and love, and she knows exactly how everyone likes it. So, um, good job, grandma. So what else? In terms of food, my father and me and my sister had a tradition where he worked a lot during our childhood, and essentially, one summer, we had about 2 months off, like 2 to 2.5 months off that summer, and Dad decided to take 5 days out of 7 off, and so that way he could spend more time with us. I think there was also a few half days in there as well. So essentially, we had most of the summer to spend together, but it would be for a few days at a time. Almost every day, we went to a different restaurant or a different fast food place. Obviously, we had like the funds to be able to do this, which we were very lucky to. But all that fast food was interesting. Hey, like I gained a lot of weight, and that's why I've always been a bit conscious of my weight, but it did teach me a lot about flavors and different ways to combine things and how I liked cooking things and how I didn't. So it was honestly pretty good. It was one of the major fuels for my love of food. And yeah, well, now I know better, and I know that cooking at home is actually a lot better than eating out. Like, sure, like some of the recipes are really cumbersome, like when I tried to make the Caesar salad, but like being able to take fresh, healthy, delicious Caesar salad to like a family cookout or something, that that makes it all worth it. For example, yesterday my girlfriend's mom and her partner wanted help setting up their new TV because they aren't really familiar with technology. They're kind of older. They live out in a farm and bushy kind of place. So we brought over pizza, and I was like, oh, it would be awesome if I brought over a Caesar salad as well. And that was an awesome thing to do for them, and they loved it. So yeah, screw pre-made ranch. It's way better when you make it yourself, and it's always filled with love. So I guess family traditions spanning over long periods of time do teach us about life. They teach us about what we like, what we don't like, and it can often build into something pretty awesome. And a large part of who we are is our family traditions. All right, so that's it for today. I'm just plating up some of these green beans. Unfortunately, I did not try any at the end of this video, but the next one I will. I'm definitely going to cook this in the future. It was super awesome. I think I just Googled the recipe and used something easy online. I didn't have any bacon, so I just used sausage. All right, all the best.